Hello, my people. SkyWalker here again. I am still focused on local Jamaica issues today. Mark Goldings JamBritish Saga goes deeper than the rabbit hole because of the fact that he is willing to get there by way of an ignoble deed. And his defense is that it is not illegal. Who cares if it is illegal? It is wrong. Just now, I listened to a young man on TVJ trying to make a separate issue of Mark Golding's qualification for being Jam British based on the fact that his British passport came by descent. In other words, this political sympathizer, in all his genius, is explaining that if someone shoots you with an illegal gun, it has a greater effect on you than if the gun was legal. You don't have to protect against being shot by legal ones. So, if Golding's British passport came by descent, the implications for him as a Jam British Prime Minister of Jamaica are less troubling than if he went and begged the passport from Britain. One is probably not a complete passport in his judgment. In truth, the implications and effects are the same. The fact is that it's dual citizenship. I think this person's name is Damian Garden. What I heard was simply disgraceful, to be honest. I feel like other nations laugh at the ignorance we put to leadership roles. We can be intelligent in general matters, but Jamaican leaders are so backward in their societal sense that it seems like they beg God Almighty to curse the Jamaican people all day, every day. When I listen to the things they say and the way they interpret information learned for building a workable social structure, it saddens me. It saddens me. Creating a secure and workable sovereign nation cannot be done without understanding of what their principles are supposed to accomplish at every degree. Britain should be comfortable with giving control to imbeciles that are dumb enough to enslave themselves back again and re enter the cage all by themselves. See, this is the reason why I am sad. After so many years, we can't figure it out. We cannot cipher the reasons and the meanings of societal principles. A country that cannot do this has already sold out. I don't know how long we have before the Chinese are majority here. But between then and now, we can at least do something that seems worthy of us being human counterparts on the face of this earth. It bothers me that the reasoning ability of the people we choose as analysts is too often poor. It is like we are desperately trying to dumb down the population by using people that went to school, swatting the principles without really grasping how they work together. It's like a man who wants to learn about electrical installations. He is told that one wire is a grounding wire, one positive and one negative, but he thinks that now he knows and that now he can teach, especially if he has passed the theory exam. Things are not just simple little loose issues. They are not just little loose issues here and there. One will affect the other. All parts work together in governance, whether we are talking about economics or security. These laws are not to protect people from having illegitimate foreign passports. It is to protect our country from treasonous foreign allegiances. You cannot qualify for becoming prime minister without a foreign passport just by being born in Jamaica. And I think I should correct that. It's not without. I listen. You cannot qualify for becoming prime minister with a foreign passport just by being born in Jamaica. I have to make that clear and I will repeat again because I know I made an error by saying with or I don't even want you to get that wrong. So listen, this is as clear as day. You cannot qualify for becoming a prime minister with a foreign passport just by being born in Jamaica. No, I have no doubt you hear me right. It cannot be a question of whether it is illegal. It is about national security. I just listened to this young man and I thought this is this is where we are now. God help us. If we only care that we can legally do this or that there is a loophole, what does that say about us? No one in the world, including the British Prime Minister, can hold a British passport without expecting to abide by British laws. It is not legal for any British citizen to go against Britain for any other country, including Jamaica. Being born in Jamaica cannot change that fact. Golding knows and understands this too. I was most upset because I felt sure that this young man was simply misleading the country for support of a political party. Who will it help in the long run? This is where we are. Our people suffered too much for this. We always said that the problem were the dinosaurs. I am talking about a young man. I was encouraged by a much older man trying to explain the implications of holding dual citizenship. What he did well was to show that the fact that it is legal has nothing to do with it. This is something they need to get in their blasted heads. Only disingenuous people care about loopholes over national security. Jamaica's sovereign must be protected. Too many people deliberately move to sell out, and this is what white folks laugh and mock us over. They will sell the entire country just for Mark Golding to be elected, even if an a farce. Golding himself knows the implications of what he is doing and that it is wrong. All he cares about is power. In fact, in 2022, he showed he disagreed with the same thing that he now perpetrates, with help from partisan politicians that have no shame at all. Where are his team members now? Is there no one to declare that it is wrong? Is there no one to encourage him to do the right thing? In fact, I don't see me accepting a Golding who now went and gave up that passport in order to vie for becoming prime minister. And you know why? Because if it had to reach here for him to go there, it simply means that he is the same person. He is the same person. No matter what you see him do forthwith, he is the same person. People always heard me saying things against Andrew Holness. They declared me a JLP activist one time, and they declared me a PNP activist one time. This is what people do when you come to speak the truth. They make it political. I don't talk or I don't take back the things I said about Andrew Holness. For I don't talk like to suit anyone but the truth. I care zero for political buffoonery. However, it was during the local elections campaign that I began to analyze the personality of Mark Golding. Truthfully, I don't like it, and I have reasons why. Mark Golding has turned Andrew Holness into Black Jesus before the political campaign even started. No, Andrew looks like the genuine brogard. How do you expect to lie your way and propagandize your way around in the age we are in? Look here. Google and this man certainly does not agree. He knew the right principles in 2022 and now he becomes oblivious to his own perspective. Just like how they endorsed the Speaker of the House for the post and then, when it was convenient, condemned the fact that she was the Speaker of the House. That was the very first thing that made me start to take a deeper look at Golding, which most Jamaicans wouldn't see. They don't see the thing behind the thing. And also, the local election saga also brought my focus to what type of person he is. You see, most people just run and follow the leader and stuff like that, but I always look and see what is behind it. So, in 2022, he said he had a British passport from childhood, but he was not going to renew it. But he lied again. He had to lie because he wanted to go against his own principle. Why would he need a British passport so bad when he has to lead Jamaica from the front? Jamaicans that care about prospering Jamaica and not about British passports. Golding said at that time that he would no longer be using his British passport, but he lied. He lied. And that compulsive lying thing has to be really looked into. Why did Golding say he was not renewing the passport? He said that it was not appropriate. That's what he said. He said that it was not appropriate. But he lied. For now, he is trying to brainwash the poor people, many of them so ignorant that it is perfectly fine. The two doesn't go together. These men don't care about the people and the misleading, demeaning things they try to teach. But hold on, let's talk about 2021. Before that interview in 2022, 2021, he was on Smile Jamaica proclaiming that he had a valid adult UK passport which would expire that same year, 2021. My friend, this means that he renewed in 2014 as a serving minister with the Portia Simpson administration. At that time, Portia Simpson was on the backs of JLP members about dual citizenship. So much for Mark's semblance of honor and integrity. He lied. Mark Golding always lies. And now, with his testaments, yeah, we can say testaments, right? Because it's used in the Bible. And now, with his testaments caught in device, his argument either flipped left or flapped right, depending on which of the two was caught in the gap that was closing. Mark Golding now says that there is nothing wrong with the idea that lacks principle, now that it is impossible to dilly-dally around the truth. He now becomes a campaigner for all who possess dual citizenships to come and contribute. Technically, he is saying that Jamaica can shove the security of its sovereign where the sun does not shine. If that is not what he and his goonies are saying, then let someone come contest this argument. It is unquestionable. Mark Golding wants to become Prime Minister, Jam British, to lead Jamaica up for freedom against the British with a passport of allegiance that says he swears support to the British against all other countries, including Jamaica. Think about that. Think about that. And you know what? let me go back and explain it again. At least let me just repeat. Mark Golding wants to become Prime Minister, Jam British, to lead Jamaica up for freedom against the British with a passport of allegiance that says he swears to support the British against all other countries, including Jamaica. Make that make sense? If this does not put a halo over the head of Brogard, then sugar is the same as SHIT. Jam British just single handedly turned Brogard into Black Jesus. See, Mark Golding is the one who is going to walk with a passport that says he has allegiance to British and will not go against British for any other country. And with that passport, he is going to lead Jamaica in their contest for freedom against Britain. Hmm. And I asked in my last video if Mark Golding is a British spy, and I seriously want to answer. And what hurts me most about our country is that there are too many of us willing to sell out. Some of us want to sell even our children for useless offers like these. I wanted to do a video to cuss the filth out of Brogard and Mia Moutley for sacrificing Haiti. I ended up with a video tackling the divisiveness of Mark Golding, and now this is the second one. This guy overtook wholeness in idiotic moves without even being prime minister. He isn't even prime minister yet. If he does so much already, what will he do when he gets there? With Jam British, we must follow the lies, and they really come fast. This man is a threat to the Jamaica sovereign, my lord. This is too important for everyone to skip around without taking serious notice. There is this foolish story being bandied about Jamaicans with foreign passports deserving to be allowed to serve. What is service? Service is what you can do when you can do and how you can do. Obviously, with a passport that splits your allegiance in two, you cannot serve. For prime ministers must not be flip flops. This is how life works in every walk of life. It is how life works in every way. Live with it. If it were not so, it would be all chaos. No one is God over everyone else, so that their desire to serve will trump the very need for sovereign security. We must start presenting ourselves as intelligent and equals in the world. I am truly embarrassed by some political contributors in these debates. How can someone who does not understand our nation's priorities serve and protect our nation? Explain. Peace out.